Welcome to Tyers and Braaiers. I'm Hezron Lowe.
I'm Nick Rabinowitz, and today we're in Joburg with our driver Linton, his son Jodian, and their 94 Golf GTI.
Then we go swinging in trees at Acrobranch.
We end up in Melville with our braaier Kaya, who takes us back to her Xhosa roots. Did you say swinging?
Yes, Nick, but not the sort of swinging you're thinking about.
I'm very flexible, you know.
This is my son here, Jodian Dante.
My name is Jordan O'Connor and I'm 9 years old, and this car behind belongs to me.
And for the last 15 years, we're now staying in Whitfield. We bought the car about 7 years ago. We've been working on the car, bought from my cousin, and the motor was completely obliterated. The original color is burgundy. Came with a 2-litre 8-valve 94 model GTI. Worked in the garage, we rebuilt that motor from scratch. We're running a 276 cam in there, so it's got a bit of VUMA with dictator management. And then we resprayed it the first time, was burgundy. But a few years later, this guy decided, and I said to him, what do we do differently now, Joe? And he said, Dad, can we change the color?
The thing that I like most about my car is that it's yellow.
Yeah, we said, let's give it a go, and it popped. The interior is original interior, wrapped it in a Tarkani red with the blue-black inserts. The remnants is from the Polo 6 GTI. We've even got the steering. So for us, the idea was to remove all the clutter that we believe that Germany added onto the VW Mark III and give it a more aesthetic look. The wheels on there is a 3-piece stern split wheel. It's running coilies as well. That's why you see the stance on it. But overall, it's something that we love doing as a father-son project. And I wanted to do something with my son that he's going to treasure for the rest of his life and take into his family one day. Hopefully when he has sons as well, and daughters, he'll do exactly the same with them. You know, it's been an absolute joy watching this car transform and seeing the joy in this Oak's face every car show that we go to. That is our prize. Ultimately, you know, you've got to do things that people appreciate.
So we arrived on the East Rand here in Joburg.
Benoni, Nick. Benoni.
I don't know if it was Benoni.
Was it Benoni? Boxburg.
Boxburg.
Oh, it's Boxburg, Nick.
It was Boxburg. Started off meeting a father and son combination, Linton and Jodian. Jodian is 9, owns a car, owns a GTI 1994. I call it the Golf of Freedom.
That car is amazingly yellow as well.
Yeah, the Ultra Mellow, that's what they call it.
Yes. Yeah, so we drove around in the amazing car. Did you feel the power of that 2-litre engine, 16-valve overcam with branches down the side, free-flow exhaust?
85 horsepower.
No. 85 kilowatts of torque.
Sorry. I should know about cars by now. It's season 3. I don't, though. This is a free-flow exhaust, right?
76mm front to the back with a custom-built branch.
And automatic self-lowering windows.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, would you like to be 9 years old and your dad's already given you a car? It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Tell us about growing up with your dad and where your passion for cars started.
Well, look, my mum and my dad was never married. So my dad used to work from home. He's built numerous cars. If I say El Caminos, and Fords, Langleys, Passats, any old Fairlanes, all the old builds you can think of, V8s, V6s, you would build. And that's where I think it's in our it's an hereditary in our bloodline, that we love speed and we love cars and we love... I'm more the cosmetic guy, and then when it comes to the motor, car's going to be me, it's going to be chip. And yeah, that's where my passion comes from for cars.
But it's cool that him and his son get to do this kind of thing together. You know, build the car. The boy has a lot of knowledge on the car. I think that's very cool.
And whatever I've achieved in life is stuff that I've built myself with my own hands. And I believe there's greater value in that, you know, for the kids as well, to teach them that they appreciate stuff. Something that's easy is never worth it. They appreciate stuff so much more because it's mine. So he learns about honor and he learns about respect as well. And whatever cars he's going to buy back when he's of age, look after.
It's cool. It's cool for a dad and his son to have something to do together.
My kids and I, we braai together and read books at the same time. We always burn the meter.
Well, I got to tell you, last week was family day and I played chess with my son.
How did that
What
go?
a moment for me. I was so proud of myself. I destroyed him.
And then they brought us this Acrobranch thing, which is something they also do together.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken my kids to Acrobranch parties and always wanted to go on that. But they always like, no, parents can't.
So now you have Acrobranch.
Today we could.
Listen, where we at?
Acrobranch. This is one of our favorite pastimes. The family and I, we frequent here. So we thought that Jordan would love coming here, you know, after doing what we did today and spend some time with the oaks and see how you perform in the trees.
You know he's afraid of heights.
Let's do this, Nick.
All right.
Now let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to Acrobranch. Name is Temba.
How, Tim, how are you?
Good
Hello,
inside.
Timber.
We
How
Acrobranch.
did you feel up there?
I did very well. I feel I was very brave. They say that some of the stuff on the course has to be broken. It's part of the obstacle.
Yeah, no,
It's the
broken.
patina.
It's the patina. I led the way as usual. I showed.
From behind.
I feel like there should have been adults behind me to make sure I'm fine. I was quite impressed with Jordan. What a boy.
Sure.
What a talent.
Go for it. But now they're swinging. Got to be careful. They're swinging. And you clipped.
I don't know that my 9-year-old would do that.
He's got such courage, such guts. Jumping over those things.
You know what his advantage over my kid is?
Yes.
He doesn't have a Jewish mother.
Ah.
Because my wife would be down here going, no, don't! Throw in the towel! Immediately!
Yo, dude. Nice one.
You know, it was deceptive because when you started out,
Yes.
there were those sort of logs. It looks quite easy and the distance is quite short. And
Yes.
then you get on these things
And you.
and
It's like wobbly.
I sliced my finger open
Oh,
early
yeah.
on there. I was
terrible.
sliding along there.
So we did the log thing. We did the tightrope thing. We did quite a number of those things I didn't enjoy, which was the zip line.
Can't go back now. This is one of those things in life where you can't turn back on.
And then you guys made it look so easy.
Cowabunga! Woo!
And then I went last, so I didn't trust the rope anymore. It was like, no, they're not good.
Incoming!
You didn't enjoy that?
I did not enjoy that. It was so like high up, and I kept missing the catch thing. I feel like you were withholding it from me.
You know those rugby players who tackle those what do you call those things?
Those things.
Those things. So you came in at speed to that thing, the side of your cheek slamming into that. And you were so surprised by the impact that you just held on very tightly and forgot about the rope.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And then you turned back. I felt like you were like, no, I'm going back. And you did. You went halfway back.
Yeah, it's part of the whole experience. You have to miss one rope. But yeah, it was a fantastic
You're
experience.
saying you did it on purpose?
I would never do such a thing. I tried my best to catch that rope.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go.
But watch his face when he realizes he doesn't have the rope. Watch it. It's good. Oh.
But I had a good time.
That was a very good time.
I was really excited. It's time for some padkos. Let's go get some padkos.
Yeah, let's get some padkos. One, huh?
Okay. Yeah, but don't leave me here, guys.
It was awesome, man.
So today for padkos, I made
A banh mi.
a buy me.
A banh mi, but there's a...
It's the way I pronounce it.
Okay.
So I made it's like tomato,
Tomato,
chassis,
chassis,
banh mi.
banh mi.
There we go. So I made a banh mi and a banh mi. So I made my take on a banh mi, which is some hoisin sauce, some mayonnaise, some sriracha sauce mixed together. So a secret to making a really good banh mi is to hollow out the top of the banh mi. Rub it on a French baguette, some steak that I grilled to medium rare, perfection. That was just done with salt and pepper on the steak. Fried for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, sliced up into really meaty slices.
Pinky, delicious, medium rare.
So I take those slices and I put it on the bun. I spread some liver pate on it. And then you fill that with your daikon. So you chop that up into juliennes. And then I put some carrots and I julienne that as well.
Banh mis, daikons,
It's a rough episode, I think.
hoisons.
There we go. And I put some cucumber slices in, some pickled jalapenos, and some coriander. Bam.
Spectacular.
How's it,
He's
guys?
even eating the tape that's hungry is.
It's chow time. It's chow time.
lekker, lekker. Awesome, man.
Okay,
We've
so
been
this one's for
watching,
you. This one's for you.
Sweet.
This one's for you, my boy. No chili there for
That's
you.
half the
Big,
size of
man.
you, Joe.
Yeah, this is
Nick?
big, man.
Sure.
Extra
is.
chili there for you,
Wow.
my brother. And then, just
Look at
for
this.
safety's sake,
Yeah?
here's a napkin, guys.
Yeah, please, we're gonna need one of those.
And for you, did you enjoy it?
Very much.
Did you like the flavors, the sweetness, the tanginess, and the mayo-iness coming through?
And that, what do you call it?
Hoisin sauce.
Or as I like to call it, hosan.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Nick.
Let's get that garnish.
As that was hectic, eh? Climbing those things.
Oh, that was awesome.
Dude, I
But you did well, bro.
almost fell a few times. Quite a few times.
I like the one where we got that slam of him there up there with his face into that cushion. No, that one was great. We're glad you went last. We had fun. You gave us mojo for the next one. This is beautiful, brother.
Thank you.
Really
My
nice.
grandmother's recipe.
Awesome. And your granny said thank you. She's still around. We appreciate it.
Linton, tell us a bit about your heritage. You've got some Irish ancestors.
My great-grandfather, his brother Peter and sister Annie, with the Great Depression in Ireland, got on a boat off to the Cape of Good Hope. They went into an orphanage, and the two brothers were summoned to the war in Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. And the sister stayed behind, became a teacher, met the Cape Malay uncle, and as they say, the rest is history.
What's your favorite Irish Cape Malay dish?
Say that again.
Butter
Say it
chicken.
again.
Butter chicken and whiskey. That should.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah. I think you guys have been our first father and son driver combination, and you've really been top draw. I mean, right up there with Frans Boshoff and his dad, Koos Boshoff, and Sarel and Johan van der Merwe.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. We had a phenomenal time.
Thank
Do
you.
this in a
Cheers.
heartbeat again. It's been amazing.
Let's go, Brian, Nick. We gotta go.
Yeah, you guys
Cheers,
gotta go, right? Sorry we can't make it. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Nick.
Melville is a melting pot of South Africa.
And then we got to Melville.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet
Hello,
you.
Kaya.
We ended up at La Petite Maison. It's this lovely lady and this lovely gentleman that have come together and are producing some of South Africa's best food. And they themselves are just fantastic people.
Okay, Nick, here's Ron. This is Tim. He's my business partner. We actually met in Italy when we went to go study the course together.
Oh, how romantic.
Beautiful.
Is that what you
How
fell in
long-
love?
And then we became very close
Was
friends.
it love at first sight?
No, we became very close friends.
No, you know what it was?
She actually hated me at first.
I really did.
Frying pan at first sight, right?
And we chopped some onions and then, yeah.
Cried.
Well, it is a test of your friendship, being in this very small kitchen together,
Absolutely.
under pressure. Have you ever hit him with a frying pan?
I've come close to him.
Yeah.
Very close.
We met Kaya and Tim, the owners and head chefs here at this boutique restaurant in Melville. I learned French during the 2010 World Cup. I followed France all around South Africa, listened to all of their games in French. Ribéry avec la balle, un bon crochet, Anelka place au fond, Anelka Benzema, Benzema avec le tir, but, la Douma. So I understood everything that was going on here.
So this is you guys jamming together, eh? Having a good time, having fun, cooking. Do you guys do this often, or is it always just professionally?
No, we actually do it quite often with we've invited some of our friends and family. We do actually try to spend time with our family and we try to cook for them. But we never make fine dining cuisine. We just literally make the simplest food, something that takes us home.
They're both from the Eastern Cape, and they both share their love for food, their love for South Africa. But I think that's how their dynamic works, because that's who they are, and they work very well together.
So, Kale, you were talking about food from home. Where's home for you?
Home is from the Eastern Cape, so both my parents are originally from the Eastern Cape.
Where
in
about?
In Mount Frey. In Mount Frey, in a small village called Lukangeni. When I think of fire, it reminds me of home. So we cook almost everything on a fire. Therefore, that's why we have this here as well.
Did you slaughter the cow that we'll be eating tonight?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
It's sheep.
Is it sheep? Sheep
Yeah.
stomach. This is actually a bougie Xhosa braai.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Levels.
Yeah, we're leveling up.
Leveling the braai up. Leveling the braai up.
And guys, I got to tell you, it was an interesting combination of great restaurant food, but also home-cooked braai, the Eastern Cape, mkhodu, for example, which in the Eastern Cape was known as ulusu, which is Kaya's one of her favorite things to eat, and I've had once before, but I don't think I had a good version of it. So I was a bit nervous about eating the third stomach of a cow.
So we're having wine. So is wine and mkhodu a traditional pairing?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
So where's mkomboti namhlanje?
Yeah.
Sure. We should have actually had a mkumbo.
Ematlamin, mkomboti.
There's a gentleman that I'll introduce to you. His name is Clive. He actually is very good. He comes in, he gives us all the wines. Every time he drops off wine, he makes us taste wine as well. And so we said today, do you think you can pair mkhodu with a wine? He's like, absolutely.
No egos in that kitchen, and if you can't take the heat out of the kitchen, then serve the wine. And I think that's what happened to Clive. I think he was working in the kitchen and they were like, get out, and then he specialized in wines, and he's incredibly knowledgeable. And these little boutique wines that you wouldn't have heard of. He came there with this wine that's made by an ex-banker and a mathematician, and it was delicious. And so we tasted some delicious wine, a lot of it. And that really helped with the mkhodu as well.
Sorry, can I cut you, Clive, a little bit? We have to actually get, because we know mkhodu, you keep it.
He could talk for hours.
You can, number one, but I mean with mkhodu, you literally have to eat it as it is hot.
Really?
It's hot, or else then it changes the flavor
And the texture,
complexion
eh?
and the texture, and then it becomes from good to horrible.
Is it rude to leave some of the mkhodu on the plate?
It's very rude.
Nick, you are gonna be a good boy and eat all your mkhodu. It was a sheep's stomach, grilled, served on a bun with tomato sauce, with some garlic butter and parsley. It actually looks pretty good as a burger.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Guys, that's how they do it in Sicily.
Yeah? You got it?
This is actually delicious.
It's called a Big mkhodu.
The favorite part of the mkhodu for me today was watching Nick eat it. I think he thinks it was beef. It's actually lamb. Because he was a bit nervous about it, and he commented on the texture, the feeling, the look on his face. But he soldiered through. Well done, Nick. We're having mkhodu at my house next week. See you then.
I was being dramatic about not eating but as you can see, I've finished the mkhodu. And it was very good.
Nick? Do you want a hug?
No, I don't. I'm
You want
just
to
saying.
hug? Well done, Nick. Well
just saying.
done. Next eating is mkhodu. I'm gonna go do some work and make some drinks for everybody.
Great. I'm gonna drink some drinks.
You guys?
And we're gonna make our next dish, which is going to be our lamb. We've marinated it for the whole day, and hopefully it's nice and tender with some pap and gravy. Very traditional.
Boom.
Sometimes we gotta keep it just traditional. Hey? We can't make everything.
Wine guy, you're a great guy. I love wine people. I'm gonna make drinks. The cocktail today was called the Citrus Express, which is a cup of lemon juice, half a cup of simple syrup, half a bottle of tequila, a quarter bottle of Contral, some more lime juice, and you just stir this up until you get that perfect flavor that you're looking for. Very simple recipe, delicious. I poured it into glasses that were rimmed with salt and paprika, and I sprinkled just a little bit of paprika into each glass just to give it that beautiful look. The drinks were garnished with an orange slice. Really enjoyed it. Myself and Nick didn't have the drink because the wine we had today was just amazing.
That looks amazing.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
We've actually named this cocktail in your honor.
Yes.
It's called
And
Treasure Island.
brother, this is for you.
Thank you.
There you
how
go.
do you hold it? Like wine.
Yeah, so you want to hold this drink like wine, and I just want to give a big cheers to the fantastic meal we had, this lovely restaurant,
Petite Maison. As
And
well as the toasted barrels.
Toasted barrels.
Toasted barrels, the
Yes.
wine
So yes.
suppliers.
So thank you for the wine, thank you for the beautiful food, and we're really going to enjoy this.
And here's to Amabata.
Yeah.
The food today was beautiful, is an expression of what South Africa is. The lamb was soft, it wasn't overcooked, it wasn't burnt. Amazing, it was served with a myriad of salsas. I really enjoyed it, it was really good. The food was, again, an expression of both of them. Mukhodu, lamb chops on the braai with pita. Beautiful, beautiful. It's just a representation of where our country is going at the moment.
I think today has been one of the best in Tyers and Braaiers history.
I had a great time with the father and son combo and Ultra Mellow.
And I think it's possibly one of my favorite moments in season 3. I was videoing him, so I couldn't really put out a hand to help, could I? You know what I love about this meal is that, and what I love about what you guys are doing, I think is going to be putting traditional South African food on the international map. And it's very exciting. You've made the people in Mount Frere and Maikeng very proud. You know, if Lucas Mangope was still alive, he would give you the freedom of Botswana.
Actually, the wine, the food, the people, Ultra Mellow, just sums up the day. Fantastic. Awesome day. It just gives me such hope for South Africa. Yes.
A person is a person because of other people that made that sheep that was willing to die for us tonight. Amen. Amen.
Cheers to you two beautiful people.
To Ed Sheeran and Beyonce.